I'm here to say that it is very, very important that we are mindful of our thoughts, which do lead to our feelings or our emotions. And sometimes your thoughts and your emotions can lead to your behaviors or your actions. But with that being said, remember that the Most High created us in His image, which means that every single emotion, whether happiness, sadness, joy, anger, has a purpose. Now, there is something to be said about being slow to anger. That doesn't mean that you never get angry. Now, if you're being attacked in an alley, you better get mad and you better fight. Now, there are numerous occasions where people have lifted cars up and done things that defied all logic and fear. So nobody's saying be 100% scared all the time and you're shut out in the house, not driving. Now, it can cripple you. Now, you don't want to be an individual who is always angry. That is just no way to live your life with the releasing of that kind of cortisol. But even in the Bible, remember, where Christ, he seemed pretty short with the disciples. He's definitely frustrated based on how that read. So keep in mind that if we have that type of emotion, there is a feelings chart with every single emotion. Now, there is a time for anger. There is a time for sadness. There is a time for being joyful. There are some people who would be like, "You're too strong to cry." That's a weird statement because Jesus wept. So be mindful of those kind of people who won't allow you to have emotions or feelings when it's the proper time and the right response for what you're going through. Now, if you're a person that's crying all day, get some help, because that says a lot if you're crying every single day, all day. You're going through some things. But let's say you lose someone and you cry in that moment, that's perfectly normal and a healthy response to crying. Now, yes, be slow to anger, because you definitely don't want to be a person who needs anger management. But if something happened to you, sometimes that anger is justified in that moment. But be mindful not to react, but rather respond. And if it requires meditating, if it requires going outside, never allow your emotions to consume you.